And that's something that I want to touch on, and something that Fong brought up, is that there is a readily accessible gray market area, and you can just plug this stuff into Google, and you'll be able to find, um, what you're looking for pretty easily. One of the issues with that is, me, I've been in the game for a while. And at this point in time, my entire paradigm is like, I'm not putting anything in my body that doesn't have, up to date testing on it that shows me what it is. And also, I might send my own stuff out for testing to make sure that it is what it is. But the average person is not going to do that. You know what I mean? So, and you don't know where this stuff comes. Well, I know where it comes from. It all pretty much comes from China. And so you just don't, it can be very tricky where you don't know exactly what you're putting in your body. And if you spend any time on like TikTok or Instagram, and you are scrolling fitness content, right? At some point in time, you're going to get like somebody that, sends you a DM or like an ad that pops up that says, wholesale peptides or cheap peptides. And you could, boom, right there, buy it, and you don't know what this stuff is. So I would definitely, anybody that is, interested in going down this route, you either need to do some research and make sure that the source that you're getting it from is a reputable source. I'm affiliated with Modern Aminos, Coach Redquest there. So Modern Aminos is good to go. And they offer it. I think it's not called, they've got, I think they just have retatrutide at this point, which is actually, side note, now everybody's calling it retatrutide. I guess that's the actual pronunciation of it. It's not retatrutide, it's retatrutide.
Wait, that's the
So
actual. Oh, I thought you were like saying that's how just people that didn't know how to pronounce it were pronouncing
no, that's how it's pronounced, is retatrutide,
Okay,
apparently.
interesting.
Um,
I'm probably not going to
but
change.
yeah,
Say
you
it.
know, I'm just gonna say retatrutide. Like fuck,
Yeah,
that's what I've been saying. Um, but yeah, if you're gonna source it from a gray market, like really do some fucking research and make sure that you're getting it from a quality source. Or if you're gonna go down the legitimate route, right, and get it from prescribed by a doctor or a clinic or whatever, yeah, try to find somewhere that's not just going to arbitrarily increase your dose, because there are good places like you mentioned, right, that are going to have a more comprehensive approach where they're going to be looking at your nutrition, right? They're going to be giving you some information, and ultimately, regardless of what they give you, it's kind of up to you. Like it's all out there, dude. We got Google, we got YouTube, all the information is right there out
right.
in front of you. Um, and ultimately, like there's a whole market full of coaches that can help you through this process too. But I would definitely try to stay away from anywhere that is just going to put you on an arbitrary titration schedule. Why would you increase the dose if you're still seeing progress? And I would say, go so far as to say, if you hop on a GOP and you do hit a point where you have stalled out and you're no longer losing weight, take an honest fucking review of what you're doing. If you have no idea about how many calories you're eating, if you're not doing regular cardio, if you're not weight training, start doing those things before you increase the dose. And I know it's not as easy as just dialing the dose in and taking more, but that will get you much farther in the long run and set you up much better than just jumping the dose up. Because if at every turn where you hit a stall point, you just jump the dose up, you're gonna find yourself maxed out and nowhere to go.